we've got a test for everyone this morning. How well do you know Gen Z slang?
And a good laugh to come.
Yeah, exactly, because our resident Gen Zers, KTET News intern Sophia Zaninovich, and of course Aaliyah Fitzgerald, will be quizzing us, the non-Gen Zers, about the slang terms.
Let's just say this one right here has schooled me on many.
She's taught us a lot. She's taught us a lot.
I think she knows more than me. So she's definitely going to win this.
Of course, every generation has slang. I mean, this is nothing new. And so every time there's a new generation, though, that is like able to communicate with like the rest of the world, everyone goes like, I'm sorry,
what
are you saying? What are you saying? So every time we see a new generation come up, we got to do this test, right? Like, how do you communicate with Gen Zers? There's a lot of parents out there that are probably going like, I need to know this because I need to like realize, I need to know how to communicate with my children.
And for me, I don't get it sometimes. I'm like, why can't we just speak like the English language?
Well, like Alex said, though, every generation has their own language. Yeah. And for instance, this morning I said, Aaliyah, will you join us for this segment? She said, bet.
Oh, yeah. I didn't put that one in because I feel like that's more common.
That was one that Anthony Vasquez said when he first started here like a year ago. You guys were like, what does bet mean?
And that's older, so that's funny.
Like, you bet, right?
Yeah, bet.
I still don't get it. And again, I am the oldest guy on this panel. When I was younger, we didn't have these.
Oh, yes, you did.
You
were just
totally in high school. We didn't have.
There was slang. Yes, you did. There was 90s slang.
Okay, maybe like
there was 90s slang.
There's
80s slang.
Oh, there's 80s. Oh, I love 80s slang. Tubular.
Yeah, exactly.
Brad.
Does that make sense? No.
Not anymore.
I think it's just
okay. Let's all learn something. Okay.
Remember? Yeah. Let's YOLO.
Okay, here we go.
Okay.
So, yeah, don't use that one anymore.
By the way, that one's
old. That millennial. So demure is the newest one. Does anyone know?
Okay, demure is a word.
Demure is a word, but people are using it as slang right now.
Okay, so it doesn't mean what the word.
So
it does mean what the
yes. Okay, so like kind of classy,
shyness, modesty, being reserved. So like the trend came from this person on TikTok, and they're saying my makeup is very demure. I'm not being too flashy. I'm put together. But you know, so it's silly, but
so I guess it's an older word that maybe was not being used very much anymore.
It's coming back,
and now it's coming back.
Yeah, it's kind of like some people say funky, but like that was like a 70s term.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
Okay, and then brat and brat summer.
That's a big one right now.
I don't know that one either.
You don't?
I don't know what that is. Right now.
Okay. I used to call my brother a brat.
100%.
It's actually a good thing now. So brat is a positive
thing. It's a good thing to be a brat.
So brat means it can be either you're embracing messiness and or authenticity.
What?
So it's popularized.
I do that all the time.
Yeah. So you're like Kamala Harris. People put out this, it looks like a meme essentially. It's the album cover of Charlie XCX put out this album called Brat.
I don't even know who that is.
Charlie XCX is a pop, she's kind of a DJ now. It's a green cover and it says Brat in the middle in black font. So all these companies and even politicians like Kamala Harris are putting their name there, and it's like, it's a power move. So you're saying like Kamala Harris HQ.
I'm a brat.
Like Brat Summer, like you're having like a fun summer, you're being yourself.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I thought you'd know that one. Okay, Rizz.
Okay, Rizz. Rizz is definitely, I know.
Okay, explain
I only know it from Aaliyah, but okay, go on.
Use it in a sentence.
You have so much Rizz.
It's just like, isn't it just short for charisma?
It is
right?
short for charisma.
Yes,
It's like you have game.
I would rather just say you have so much charisma.
No, I was going to say, it just means charisma.
You should say charisma. You should not say Rizz.
Yeah.
I would argue.
Nobody should say Rizz.
Just because your kids say it does not mean you need to say it. But it's good to be aware. Yeah, you do not have to say it unless you want to embarrass them.
Like, excuse me, how dare you?
Sounds like we're just getting lazy in the word. But.
What else?
Okay, Ohio.
What?
Okay, now I get this.
Yeah, that.
I don't know. I didn't know this one.
I was going to say, I actually know this one. This has been going on for a while now. If you are from Ohio, we apologize because if something is like, oh, that's from Ohio, it means it kind of like sucks, right?
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of like automatically bad.
Or like bizarre. Yeah.
And like you're telling me a Gen Z knows Ohio?
Yeah.
I didn't know it until yesterday.
No, I'm saying the ins and outs of Ohio to
I've seen, you will see things like for example, if there's like a product that doesn't work very well, they're like, oh, that's probably made in Ohio.
Are you the Rizzler or are you just like Ohio?
Yeah, so
like,
it's like that's.
Did you say Rizzler?
Yeah, you could be a Rizzler.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
My head is about
and then another
to explode.
one. This is another one that's a word already, but it's aura.
Okay, I have heard this. Like,
so instead of saying like,
we're not talking about the club downtown, but
Is there a club?
Yeah, right down the
Like
street.
your
like, I don't
aura.
Your aura.
Unlike, it's like instead of bad vibes, it's like bad aura. Like there's bad energy, bad aura.
Like Alex in the morning
you can
before
have a
his
good
coffee.
aura.
Yeah, you can have a good aura. Yeah, same thing.
You have
And it's
no
like you could
Rizz.
subtract, you could subtract points, right? Like minus 300 aura points. 300 aura. I've seen comments like that on Instagram.
Okay, it's a point system now. Okay, and then another one is Sigma. That's a younger one. That's like Gen Alphas.
Not
That's
the-
that means like you're so Sigma, like you're so cool.
Yeah, it's a good thing. So it means someone that's cool or a leader, but it's like Alpha, but more humble.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
A humble alpha is a sigma.
Well, you know, that makes sense because, like, usually an alpha, if you talk about like an alpha, you talk about someone
They're
who
not a
is just
beta.
like. No.
They're a sigma.
But there is that connotation that if someone is an alpha, that they're more like, you know, strong-willed.
Yes.
And,
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So Sigma, it's like they're cool, they're a leader, but like you want to
They're
follow
chill.
them. Yeah,
Okay.
chill.
All right.
And then the last one is 8.
Oh, he
Yeah, that's a
ate
number.
that. He ate that up. I say that all the time.
Yeah.
You
Isn't
guys
it
like
what
that eight.
dominates? Like
I
you
say-
did so well at that.
Yeah,
right?
you did really
so
good.
great.
Like
Like
if
you
someone-
slayed
Oh,
it.
really?
You
Yeah,
slayed it.
Slade is another one that's you can
You
the
ate that
interchangeable.
up.
You-
Well, because like
Yeah.
you used to
Slate
say
it.
like you ate it, you fell. Like, oh my gosh, I like tripped over it.
No, you ate
ate
that up
it.
and left no crumbs.
Yeah, yeah, that's the best one. I was about to say that. And that's the extended version. 8
That
left
means
no
you just
crumbs.
did so well.
If she went on air and she did a great job, I'd be like, Aaliyah, you ate left no
that
crumbs.
up.
You ate that up.
Oh, my
Left
word.
no crumbs.
The only one that the first time I met Aaliyah, I was sitting in my seat. I think I had bought something and whatever. And she looked at me. She goes,
Is that a new one?
Wow, so bougie. And I said, so bougie.
That's an old
I
one,
didn't even
too.
really
You
bite.
are kind of the definition
He
of bougie.
loves
Oh,
bougie
come on.
purchases.
But it was weird to hear Aaliyah sitting
It's a
next
good
to me.
thing. It's not a bad thing.
No, but I had never
you're
been called
bougie.
bougie
Yeah.
in my life.
That stash is very bougie.
Very bougie.
I don't know about that.
Very demure.
That's a
Very mindful.
that is getting mixed reviews at this time.
There was
Some
even
critics-
another one. You guys were like, "What is fire?"
So
I
what
was
would
like,
you
"Oh,
say
that's
about
so
my
fire."
mustache? So what would the Gen Z say about the mustache?
You're a Rizzler.
A Rizzler.
I would say
Sounds like a
demure.
sizzler.
Very classy, very demure.
Demure. Okay,
Yeah.
there we go.
Very much Brad
I think what we learned is
Brat Summer. I'm
they're
Brat
they're
Summer.
always changing. If you want to keep up with them, try. It's impossible.
Okay,
Even
and
we don't know.
This is the other thing. This is a good just lesson on language in general. Language constantly changes. I
Right?
mean, we have
cool
literally
how it
changed. We have
evolves.
literally changed the definition of literal.
Yeah.
Don't
That
get me
has
started.
literally changed. Literal can also mean figuratively.
I hate that
Now,
so much.
all parents watching right now are having this conversation with their kids.
Oh,
But the
what
thing
are
is,
my
too,
kids-
is your kids are going to grow up
they
and
come
they're
home and they
going
say
to have
things.
they're going to have
Yeah.
their own slang, you know.
I know.
And I'm just going to give you a heads up. By the way, give it a couple years, you're going to hear kids like now when they're
Those
like your age, and you're going to go.
I
already
already
don't know what's
kids
happening.
these days.
I don't know what
I'm
they're
20
saying.
and I have no idea what's going on right now. Like
just
Gen
wanna
Alpha,
say-
I have no idea what they're talking
I
about.
just want to say I appreciate my coworkers for dealing with my slang right out of college. They've done it for the past year. They've done it very well. They've dealt with it very well. They've asked questions. They've even looked it up on the internet. So I'm very appreciative.
All right.
There's no problem with that. Look it up on the internet. Ask your kids.
All right.
okay.
Thank
There
you,
you go.
Gen Zers.
Thank
All
you
right.
very much for the lesson.